Halo, cześć, siemaneczko ludziska, z tej strony TheVitoRia, to jest Dziedzictwo Hogwartu, odcinek 30. Serdecznie zapraszam do oglądania, idziemy na spotkanie w krypcie z Sebastianem, może dowiemy się czegoś nowego, jak zwykle zresztą.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft, nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an hour when I
Na
have
nas
news.
zawsze można liczyć. Dobra, gościu nam wyśle sowę, więc sprawdźmy. Właśnie, mieliśmy się spotkać z Poppy, to chyba jest dobry moment, żeby się z nią spotkać. O, dobra. A co my tutaj mamy? Jakieś poboczne zadanko? Porozmawiajmy od razu.
Excuse me, madam. I thought I heard you say something.
Oh, yes, indeed. Talking to myself again. I find myself to be quite the engaging conversationalist since my husband passed. Madam Althea Twiddle, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Madam Twiddle.
You know, you might be interested in this. You young people love this sort of thing. My husband often ruminated on the mysterious statue just outside our hamlet. Some sort of archaic puzzle involving vases, he would insist. I stumbled upon it today when I had a burst of energy and extended my morning constitutional a bit longer than usual.
An archaic puzzle. Sounds fascinating.
You see, I suspected you'd be interested, and wait till I tell you about the rumours surrounding this particular puzzle. My husband Greville insisted that solving the puzzle would reveal a magical challenge of sorts. The man was intrigued by everything. He was about to try and solve it himself when... Perhaps you could take a look. I'd be rather interested to hear what, if anything, you find.
Dobra,
If I happen to see
na
it, I'll
razie
have a look.
przyjęliśmy
The
przyjęliśmy
spirit of youth. I do hope
to
you'll be
zlecenie
able
od
to
tej
solve the
pani, co
puzzle.
wygląda jak jakaś
If not for
wiedźma.
me, then in Greville's
Oczywiście
memory.
pójdziemy na spotkanko, które zaznaczyłam, ale warto tutaj jeszcze zebrać zadanka od tych mieszkańców. O, jeszcze jedno na przykład.
Pardon me, sir.
I kiedyś zrobić przy okazji.
There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me, us, but I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom, sister or no.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
Niemiły jest ten pan,
What do
ale
you have for
dobra.
sale?
Niech mu będzie. A co on sprzedaje?
What can I help you with today?
To wszystko to my mamy.
It's good luck for me. I'd
Dobra,
keep an eye
gościu.
on your belongings if I were you.
Revelio.
Taki nieprzyjemniaczek.
Peel the eyebrows off your face, she will.
Now that
Dobra.
it's night, I... Easy business for Mr. Haggerty.
No, gdzie jest ta nasza typiara? O, tu.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
You made it.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library.
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive, especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
Księżycowy ogród. Zobaczmy.
Revelio. You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Momencik. Tam mamy jeszcze jakieś przejście.
Revelio.
Okej, wracamy. No pięknie.
Confringo! Incendio! Defender! Bombada! What is going on?
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Tu będzie trzeba przyprowadzić naszą ćmę. O ile ją znajdziemy. Na pewno ją znajdziemy.
Lumos.
Lumos!
A my dobrze biegniemy tak w ogóle? No bo... Ta ćma...
Revelio.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Wiedziałem.
Confringo!
Lumos.
Lumos!
Czekaj. O, tutaj. Aha. Dobra, czyli trzeba ponawalać trochę bardziej.
Revelio.
Gdzie to było? A. O, dobra. O,
Revelio.
piękne to było.
Voipers!
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The future hero to drive anyone who hears it mad.
Revelio.
If the moonstone is here and so are Whoopers, I wonder if it's being protected.
No dobra. Kółko. Czyli to. I co? Jaki ten. Kurde, pieczone. Gdzie to jest? A tu. Dobra.
Revelio.
We need to find nets for those spinners.
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio. Accio.
To.
Lumos.
Lumos! Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Revelio.
Tam jest jeden w wodzie.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
3 są potrzebne łącznie. Aha, no dobra.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Czekajcie. Tu jeden. Tu drugi. O.
Lumos.
Dwa. I 3. No to wbijamy.
You did it!
Revelio.
Oczywiście, że mi się udało.
I was
Oh,
hoping
Matt.
we wouldn't have to do this.
No dobra.
Confringo! Finger!
Confringo. Incendio.
Ała.
Bombarda. Finger. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Shall we take a closer look?
You read my mind.
Ona się nie pieni, to jest jakiś wir. Czyli taki jakiś teleport. Mam. O Jezu, jak tu kolorowo!
Revelio.
Merlin.
Co za kraina!
Beautiful close up.
Idziemy!
It's got to be here. I
Teraz
just
tu będę
couldn't.
jakoś? Kulturalnie? Tędy na przykład? Czy nie? Nie, nie tędy? O.
Confringo! Given what whoopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them.
Revelio.
Mogę was połapać, czy was nie mogę połapać? Jak przykro mi. No dobra.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the moonstone to the henge.
I think I'd like to look around a bit first.
I suppose we could spare a moment. Very well. We should leave soon. The longer we stay,
Oczywiście, że
the
się
more I want to
rozejrzymy, bo tutaj coś jest. A nie, to nie jest to. My po prostu od dupy strony. Aj, dobra. Nie, byłam przekonana, że coś tu jeszcze znajdziemy, ale raczej nie.
Revelio.
Nie, chyba już naprawdę wszystko sprawdziłam. No dobra, wracajmy do Poppy.
From the outside, you'd never guess this place even existed in here.
I have a feeling that was the idea. Are you finished exploring?
I believe I am.
Good. If we leave for the henge now, we should make it by nightfall. We still have the poachers to contend with. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
I don't think Doran would knowingly send us into danger.
You're right. I suppose I'm worrying over nothing. Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
Tam, ale nie przeskoczymy, a polecieć też nie polecimy. Chociaż na upartego. Nie, bo
How's your grand
giry
doing, by the way?
połamy.
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a
dobra.
charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible
Idziemy po
buying the reason
normalnemu.
they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. actually say we know where the moonstone goes.
Dalej, Poppy. Co ona? O! Piękne oczy, piękne.
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on High Wing or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met High Wing, actually
If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, High Wing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed High Wing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed High Wing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin, I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with High Wing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidgets lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are.
No dobra, czyli dzisiaj już nie spotkamy Dorana, ale następnym razem myślę, że już tak, więc w porządku. A teraz będziemy mogli sobie zrobić coś innego, tylko niech się ekranik wczyta.
That relic is the key to saving
No.
Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcrot as soon as you can.
Czyli teraz tak, Sebastian wysłał nam sowę, my jesteśmy pod Hogwartem. Pogadajmy z Nat. No nie no, najprościej będzie tepnąć się do Hogsmeade i wyjść. Poza bramę Hogsmeade. Jak w ogóle to stać już aż na
You're back.
ulepszenie,
Nice to see you
czekajcie.
again.
Bo nie wiem, czy nas stać, czy nas nie
What are we looking
stać.
for today?
Możliwe, że nas nie będzie stać. Zabraknie nam... O, to malutko, bardzo malutko.
Thanks
No
for
ale co ja
stopping
mam wam
by. Hope to
powiedzieć?
see you again.
Przyjdziemy następnym razem.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
No dobra. O,
Revelio.
nowy level. Idziemy jak burza. Teraz będzie 30 poziom i zostanie już tylko 10. Co tu tak ciemno?
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Ona będzie gdzieś na górze stała na pewno. Sprawdźmy to. O, jest.
Oh, Isco. What
Pogadajmy.
have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
My się już zawsze będziemy narażać na niebezpieczeństwo. A oni wszyscy nam mówią zawsze, żebyśmy się nie narażali, ale w tej grze nie można inaczej. Nie ma opcji nawet takiej. Dobra, najpierw tu pobiegniemy.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Yeah, but please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
I ostatnia osoba nam została.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
No i jest.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Wracamy. Przekazać wszystkie informacje. Nadi. Zobaczymy, co ona na to. Czeka na nas? Czy już sobie poszła?
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hogshead.
No,
Perhaps I'll
serio?
find her there.
Przybyłam tam przed chwilą. Ej, no gra mnie troluje tu ewidentnie. Każe mi biegać w tą i w tamtą. O, super.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Póki co tej nie
Natty's
widzę.
wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this.
Co się stało z
She's in
Nati?
trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Ojej.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Gdzie ty jest?
Natty must have been taken this way.
Serio?
I need to find
No
her
dobra,
quickly.
wbijamy do piwnicy. Kolejna przygoda.
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way through. A hidden door.
Aha.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
No za dużo ich tutaj jest. No. I ciemno strasznie. Jeny, kochany. Ledwo co widzę. Tutaj też w ogóle nie widzę niczego. Wy pewnie też nie. Dobra. Idziemy robić syki-biki.
Revelio.
O, shit. Nara.
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him?
No, 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 no.
Poem that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Tak biegają w kółko, a ja ich wyjaśniam.
Revelio.
Tak to się robi. O, zauważyli mnie. No, aha. No kto mnie tu niby widział? O, tu coś jest.
What was that sound?
Tam jeszcze jest jakiś ciołek, pilnuje jakieś skrzynki. Ej, wracamy do niego. Nie ma tak łatwo.
There'll be nothing but trouble.
No dobra.
Revelio.
The girl's friend won't come.
Oh, just tell us. Incendio, Fringo, Finder.
Ten to był duży osobnik. Bardzo duży. Przerośnięty.
That he must be here somewhere.
O,
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
co się nam z
It's
włosami stało?
nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Jakoś dziwnie świecą. O, tu jest okej. O, tutaj światło się odbija.
Revelio. Lumos.
To kto? Ciebie nie możemy uratować?
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
No przecież ja tu żadnej różdżki nie widzę.
Accio.
Ja już źle widzę.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Mr. Abe's wand could be in there.
Aha, dobra.
Mr. Abe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Abe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Dobra.
Revelio. Lumos.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
O, trochę się jej przestraszyłam.
Lumos.
No weź się przesuń, ty.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio.
Wyjście. Chyba w tą.
Lumos.
Lumos. Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to
Dobra,
Harlow.
mamy to.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
W porządku, kolejna misja za nami. Będziemy kończyć ten odcineczek, bo trochę się przeciągnęło, nie ukrywam, tą piwnicą. Zostawiajcie łapki w górę, zostawiajcie subki. Trzymajcie się, cześć i do usłyszenia. Bye!